Hello and welcome to My Xbox and Me, episode 551. I am one of your hosts, MC Fixer, and my camera is wigging out once again. Alongside the one and only, it is Mr. Paul Despawn.
Hello, my camera's not wigging out. It's great.
Why is doing this? It really doesn't make sense.
Skill issue.
I have to say. Yeah, I guess so. But it's very frustrating. I don't know why. It hasn't done it before. Either way, you got to deal with it, video listeners. I apologize. Alongside the one and only Two Fresh Crash.
Hello.
You're back.
I am back, yeah.
And I've waited all this time to mention it. But your hair's in a bun. We've not seen this before.
If you ended up making it to the reaction for
There's no way he's doing this.
Yeah. You were very busy. You're Mr. Popular now, and you were out there living the life. I get it. You were
living the life. You're right.
I'm on IGN now. I can't bother to be on an MX thing. So I get it. I understand.
Good point. Yeah, and of course the one and only the real adult in the room is called Matt P Video. Hello, Matt.
Make fun of
Hello, everybody. It's good to be back.
Esport's pissed at me. You're pissed at me. Matt's the only one that loves me.
I'm not pissed at you.
I'm not pissed at you.
I'm
definitely are.
Disappointed, not pissed.
Whoa. Matt, you love me, right?
I love you. You know what? When we were playing, we're going to talk about it in a little bit, but when we were playing Highguard the other night, and it just felt like we were in sync, man. I don't know what it was, but like we butt heads a little bit when we play games competitive, but there was something about last night playing Highguard with you. It felt good.
I was there too.
Yeah, I guess. No, you're right. There was a bit of synergy, wasn't there? There was a bit of synergy. It did feel good. I don't know why though. I couldn't put my finger on why that happened. Could you?
I mean, I don't want to say new game, people bad at game.
Oh, facts.
Therefore, we're better at game. But that's probably what it was.
I agree.
I think you both have a very similar play style sometimes.
Interesting.
Which is W keying.
Did you just call me a W keyer?
It's not a bad thing. W keying is not a bad thing.
I wouldn't be caught dead playing keyboard and mouse crash, so I don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
Do you want to let's take this moment of the podcast to describe it to Matt? What's a W keyer, Crash?
I get it.
No, you clearly need stuff explained because you're a controller player and you're a little bit light in the head area, Matt. I get it. I can't process it.
He's right.
W key is if you look at your keyboard, it's in front of you. There is a W key. Pause the WASD. You move around with that. People who hold W key constantly move forward. They are constantly pushing. They crack someone's shield. They're W keying. They get their shield crack. They're W keying. They don't know how to stop.
While we were doing that, Matt, I thought we did pretty well. There was that moment in the cave where we held the guys on the left and the right.
Yeah. There was that other moment in the cave where you popped off your ultimate and didn't know what it did, so just stood there.
Hey, new game.
Yeah, but the statement that I'm making is when one of you pushes in, the other will push in as well. So there's not that case of so it never happened at once where one of you guys pushed in, the other one just stood back. I didn't watch you guys' streams, so I have no clue what happened.
Wow. Look at me. I'm going to get rid of some snow.
Yeah, exactly. Crazy. Well, in case you didn't know, this is My Xbox and Me, our weekly Xbox podcast.
I want to point out, none of the boys asked to come help me with the snow. Not a single boy offered to help. None of them were like, hey, I'll get on a plane and be there in no time. Pretty messed up.
If you want to support the show, head over to patreon.com/MCFixer. Shout out to our Patreon producers this week, Eric Gard and Steezy Sam. Crash, I didn't realize how bad the snow was, I have to say.
Did you think I was just saying I can't? I'm not.
No. I'm like, I knew you. I understand the premise of having to clear snow. Again, I understand that premise, but it was only when I was on my TikTok. Yeah, I mean, it was only when I saw the TikTok and it was like, 9 people dead. I was like, Correction, okay. I didn't realize it was that bad.
Yeah, it was a really bad storm.
I'm not laughing.
Yeah, no, I
that Crash guy's not dead.
No, I'm not laughing at 9 people died in the snow, by the way. That's not why I'm laughing. I'm laughing because I can now envision snow crushing Crash from a roof or something, and it just landed on his head.
I always wonder what it's like for people, you know, when you do go on IGN Fix and they come over and they're like, oh, check out this guy's podcast, and then the first 15 minutes of this.
Like, I'm glad you didn't die in a tundra. Yeah.
Did you see any of me? Did you see me on IGN at all?
I did.
I don't watch anime.
I've got 2 different versions, Matt. That's why I'm in my you have. Okay, let me explain it to you, Matt, real quick, because you wouldn't understand this. Yeah.
Inside Fix, there are 2 wolves.
But no, just black people, just black people. Okay, black people. We have this thing. It's called code switching. You heard of it? You heard of it, Matt? You know what it is? Okay, cool. Let me explain it to you because I know you've never heard of it. So what it is where you have to switch up who you really are in different environments. And I have to do that when I'm on Ubisoft and when I'm on IGN. And I did a new show with Frankie Ward. And then, like, you know, when I do like Game Master, I have to do it on all of those shows. So when they're like, this professional MC Fixer guy, he seems so cool and normal. And then I come on here and and then I come over here, I'm just like, crazy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You do that all the time, yeah. That exact thing, you do it all the time.
Every day. Well, yeah. Topic of the show this week, boys. Highguard. Highguard has come out. No, all jokes aside, Highguard has come out. A game that has got the internet in absolute tizzy right now. Some people like it. Some people absolutely despise it. For a number of reasons. Number one being that the game was the last announcement, obviously, at Jeff Keighley's The Game Awards, which is obviously a pristine position to be in at these award shows because we expect humongous things. Obviously, Highguard was the thing that got put there. Jeff's kind of been playing around on Twitter a little bit, playing with a bit of fire. I don't know if you guys have seen this. Some of the tweets he's put out, like, you're gonna owe me an apology in 4 days and things of that nature. We've all played it. Me, Despawn, Matt have all played it together. Kresh, you have played it on your own, or did you play it with friends?
Played with friends, yeah.
Okay.
Well, the plan for them to play a 3-person game was all made up and constructed without me, and I wasn't even thought of in the equation of a team formation. Fortunately, they said we don't play with dirty Americans, and they were like, "You're not on our team." Go find some Americans to play with.
Despawn is about to pull receipts on you.
I was thinking about you. I was just, I thought you might have died, so I was like, you know what, we'll just get mine.
Why even bother? The snow got him.
Snow's got him. We'll just get mine instead.
Yeah.
We'll get the reserves in it, be fine.
Wow, the reserves is crazy.
Which is wild for me, considering you 2 carried me through the games, yeah.
I was going to say, let's look at the bottom of the leaderboard, shall we?
Yeah,
there is no leaderboard.
We destroyed them. No.
Yeah, Kresh, we'll start with you because I've played with the boys, so I feel like I know their opinions. What did you think of Highguard?
I really, really liked Highguard. Thought it was a lot of fun. I think there are a lot of design choices that work very well for the game. I think it's a very well made game. I didn't think it was going to be as bad as people were saying it was because people were generally like super over negative on it. I feel like this game's been getting crucified since before it came out. I didn't think I'd enjoy it as much as I did when I played it. Part of the reason I like it is if you play the game and you have the chance to use the Kraken and you are a Gears of War fan, Kraken is basically just the Gnasher from Gears of War. It is a first-person Gnasher. And I really enjoyed that. I had a lot of fun with the game, yeah.
Interesting. That wasn't what I was expecting at all. I have to say.
You were expecting me not to like it.
You're usually more of the negative person on this podcast, I think it's fair to say. So I was expecting a more heavy negative. I don't think you could pull faces there, Gresh. I think you're more negative than anybody on the podcast every week. Well, should we take a vote? Take a vote real quick. Raise your left hand if you think Krish is the most negative on the podcast.
I just don't dance around and play these games that you guys do of like, I like this because it's something I'm a fan of.
Like what?
I don't know. I just felt like saying that. Fix why you asking me to explain myself.
Getting spicy in here today.
Fair. I think that's what happens when we record content before the podcast. Maybe we don't do that anymore. Maybe we don't do it anymore.
No, I like it. I like it.
Despawn, what are your initial thoughts on Highguard after 3 hours? I think we played.
Yeah, so at the time, really enjoyed it. I think it has that nice mix of like a classic FPS like Apex. And I know Crash will probably shake his head at this, but like, I think it's got like the map design is kind of MOBA-like rather than the gameplay itself. So like the specific lanes to go down and stuff like that. And I enjoy that. I enjoy the early levels of like getting the crystals and like leveling up your gear and looking for new items. Obviously the weapon drops and stuff like that. After I've sat with it after playing it though, I feel like there wasn't anything special enough to bring me back to it. Like I enjoyed my time with it, but I don't think there's going to be enough to like make me want to go back and play it on a regular. Like if you guys say like two of you jump in and like we need a third, I've got it installed, I'll be like, yeah, sure, fine, whatever. But like I'm not hankering to play more of it. I feel like I've played enough of it to know what it is. I don't know that like I think my time with PvP games is gone for the most part.
You're retired.
I'm retired. I'm retiring on top. We did that run of 3 matches in a row where we won, and then we got destroyed. Yeah. But no,
Matt weren't there for that destroying. We got destroyed and Matt weren't there, just so you're aware.
Yeah, as soon as you left, Matt, we did destroyed, yeah. No, there are some really special moments. Like, I think the...
Whoa. Are we going to say, are you going with special moments? I just want to give you an out before we publish this podcast. Your statement was then, there are some really special moments
that aren't unique to Highguard, but Highguard still gives you the ability to pull them off. Like the match we had where we were down to like 5 health on our run and the other team had 100 and we managed to win the game. Like those are what I call like special moments in video games, not in Highguard himself specifically. Like it's not unique to Highguard, but like Highguard has the ability to give you those. But yeah, like, I don't know, man. It's like Apex in another sweater.
Nothing like I think that's a bad
that's just like sure, like the UI is Apex like, and some of the movement is Apex like. The overall like run of like that whole entire game is so unlike Apex.
I don't know. I could see the DNA is there. Like it's the market system and stuff and like that. And yeah, not with the in-game. I'm not talking like the cosmetic stuff. I'm talking like buying your weapon upgrades and things like that, and getting armor to
go to a shop in Apex.
You do now. That's a newer thing.
Oh, okay. I ain't played Apex.
Like you do that in
long.
Fortnite as well. Like you could say that like that. The shop you also don't like directly upgrade your weapons if I'm not mistaken. You just buy new weapons that are available in the shop.
You upgrade your armor by buying more armor. Like as you get more armor,
you buy new armor. You don't upgrade your. You buy
this is
new
what I'm
armor.
talking about. Yeah. No, whatever. Okay. Basically, I feel like it plays a little bit too much like Apex, and that's not a game for me. And yeah, Highguard isn't the game for me.
That's fair. I guess.
Interesting. Matt, probably the most hype on it.
Yeah, but I think I'm the opposite to Despawn, right? Despawn said, like, I've played enough of it to know it's not for me. And I very much do not feel like that. Like, I have not played enough of it to know if it's for me or not. Like we had a blast playing. I think we played, like, 3 matches before I, like, logged off. And I think that last match was, like, about as good of an advert for that game as you can get. Like, I came off of that last match where we would, right down to 5 health and we managed to claw it back, on a massive high. So I want more of that. And I have been finding myself today going, oh man, I wish I could jump in. So yeah, I am excited to jump in more. I think like it's, I think the thing that people are forgetting is this is a free to play game. If you're a kid who is playing Fortnite, who is getting birthday games and Christmas games, and that is it. Good luck getting another game out of your parents, in the normal sort of day-to-day life. Something like this dropping is huge, for you and your mates to jump into. And so, the quality is absolutely there. Like you say, like the movement, the gunplay, feels like Apex, feels like, I would just insert any AAA shooter there, really. Like from a quality standpoint, like the mechanics are there. It feels good to play. And so, yeah, I'm excited to play more. I think, like, my initial thoughts were that it's maybe a little bit overly complicated. Like, you sort of have a mandatory training mission, and then it goes, oh, by the way, you should also watch this 15-minute long optional training documentary that actually explains how the game works, because in the training mission, we just taught you how to shoot a gun like you would in any other FPS game. Mm-hmm. And then it's like talking about all the different phases and like barricading walls and stuff like that. And those are the elements of the game that I feel like, do we really need to be doing this? Like that intro defensive phase where you barricade walls. I'm like, is this doing anything? Maybe it is. Maybe there'll be a meta game in 4 days' time where everybody's like, you have to barricade this wall and that wall, otherwise you're screwed.
It's a lot on how the enemy team's like formatted. Like, do they have the character that can like just reopen a one wall? That'll change where you barricade and how you barricade. There is a lot of thought into it, and I do think that changes over time. And I think the downside to Highguard is it might skew higher towards a skill ceiling of just knowledge, which would be harder to get new players into the game the longer the game is out as well, which I think could be problematic for it.
I could see that. I think like ultimately it's free to play. It's really good quality game. And like, I think people are doing a massive disservice by like jumping on this hate bandwagon for whatever reason. It feels like just the game now that is caught up in this shitstorm tornado. Just the internet has decided to turn on this game this month, and in 3 months' time it'll be a different game for other reasons. But I think it's ludicrous to like bash on this game so hard when it's free and it's good. Like, what more do you want?
I think the perfect word for gamers at the moment, especially when we're talking about Highguard, especially, but I think it does appeal beyond that, is entitled.
Yeah.
I think we've gotten to a point now with the internet, which we've spoken about ad nauseum, so I won't go over it too much, but it's like being negative on the internet pays bills. And this is another game in which certain creators, big, small, medium size, the smaller creator goes, oh, if I'm negative about this and have a very generic take, my video could do millions of views. The medium goes, okay, cool. I know I can put out a video essay with why this is bad, and it's going to do a million views. And then from a high perspective, they use it as an opportunity to either get paid by the company, which we saw, obviously, the sheer amount of creators that were Highguard partners and hashtag ads and things like that. And then once the game's done out of that ad cycle, they go, oh yeah, I don't really care about that game. So that's the 3 different levels of creator. And I think that's where we're at, and that's what we're seeing nowadays with, in air quotes if you're not watching the video, but like video game influencers and things of that nature, right? It's gotten to a really unbearable point. I almost made a video about it today, and I still might. It's just like gaming used to be fun. Like, you used to have a brand. I remember when me and Crash were watching the starting soon screen or whatever it was for Apex, when that we didn't know what that was, and all right, what is this? Is it EA new game? Blah, 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 blah. We didn't even know it was that at the time. We just, like, this weird game had popped up, and we were sitting there waiting, and it releases, and we're like, oh my God, this is the next big thing. And it was. Where, like, whether we think it's right or wrong, apparently the rumor is Highguard was meant to have a stealth release. It wasn't, that's what's been going around. It was meant to have a stealth release, and then Jeff Key took a liking to it, and then bada bing, bada boom, it's then ends in the Game Awards, which has now done the game. It's done the game twofold, right? Number one, I don't think any of us would have played Highguard if it wasn't at the end of the Game Awards. I think if this game was free to play and smack bang in the middle of the Game Awards, I don't think we would have cared. We would have been like, oh, okay, cool, another free to play shooter. That's fine, I'm not into that.
I probably would have played it, only because it's made by people who are made by Apex, and I have friends who are very big fans of those developers, and they would have played it, and so I would have played with them. Not to say that I would have went out of my way to play it.
The other thing as well is I heard... sorry. The other thing I heard is that the original plan was not to announce this game at all beforehand anyway. It was to shadow drop it, similar to the way that Apex did. But obviously, like you say, Jeff wanted to showcase it. I think that is to the detriment of this game. I think...
No, I disagree.
I don't know.
Sorry, finish your sentence. Please finish your sentence.
The reason I think it's the detriment is because everyone coming out of the Game Awards, including us, we were like, why is this the last game in the show? I was like, I think it started it on a backwards footing, coming into its launch window, that when it finally comes to the time when it's launched, it was like, oh, this is that game that stole the last slot on the Game Awards and no one cares about it. It's going to be dead, or it's going to be another Concord. Like, that's the talking points that everyone's online. And I think to its detriment that is the case, because I feel like, I mean, I say to its detriment, like I think it almost hit like 100,000 players, so I don't think it's dead.
Over 100,000, I think.
No, I think last time I checked it was like 97,000. I don't know if it's gone up since then, but
97.
I think I'm with Despawn a little bit, because I think the issue you have is people don't like being wrong, and a lot of people said this is the next Concord, and they were saying this is literally a 1-to-1 to Concord. You play this game, it's nothing like Concord. I went on Twitter because I was curious of people's opinions on there, and I completely regret it. I saw people saying this is the worst game they've ever played.
Yeah. Wild.
Like not even like and it is a crazy statement to make when you could have played
7 came out 2 months ago.
like that. Yeah. It's just I do feel like there's a negative aspect to it. I also think it just sets the game up in a way where people already don't like when Jeff Keighley does certain things. And so this is also partly like, oh, Jeff Keighley put this at the end of the Game Awards. Jeff Keighley saying you're going to regret, like you're going to have to take everything you said back, et cetera, et cetera. It just adds, to a degree, Jeff Keighley doesn't understand the weight of his position and like how much sway he actually has in the industry by putting a simple spotlight on it. And from him, I think you've seen him over the years. He really does it as a fan. You see what he does, and he's like, I'm genuinely excited for this. We meme on him for the Kojima podcast thing, but for him, I think that was just like I love Kojima. People love Kojima. He's doing a podcast. That's such a cool thing. Let me platform that. That sort of escapes from him, how like putting this at the end, and apparently something else was supposed to be there and it dropped down. He's like, I've played Highguard. Highguard's a really cool game. Let's try and slot that in because that would be a cool way to end it. And I think that's unfortunate. I also think the trailer they put together for it looks significantly worse than the game actually does when you play it. I think that also is to its detriment. So I do think there are a few things. I think also in part, you are right, Fix, where there is benefits to the way they did it. All that hate got eyes on it, them not talking about it and just being like, we're going to put the game out and it's going to shut you up to a degree. And some of you guys are just going to keep on hating. They can't do anything about that.
What I'm saying is, to counter what Despawn's saying and what you're saying is, if there's 3 of us on the podcast that again, you're saying you would have, you're saying you would have, but you wouldn't have done it off your own back. So ultimately, I'm going to put you in with us. None of us would have played this game.
But like the reason you can't do, how many times do we play games off of word of mouth? That's one of the biggest ways games spread. So you to say that I'm going to be in your category.
But you wouldn't have played this off of word of mouth, because it still would have come out and not been. I don't think no one's playing this and going, oh my God, this is the best game ever. We would have come out on this game, even the word of mouth would have been like, oh yeah, it's a decent shooter. You wouldn't have then rushed to go play it.
I disagree, because my friends would have been talking about wanting to play it and I would have played it with them. Like, I think you're doing a disservice to that factor of playing with people.
Maybe. Maybe.
It's a free to play game. Like, all you have to do is tell somebody download it. It's not a conversation where you have to be like, oh, you have to spend $20. Let me buy it because I'm interested. I'm going to play it and then tell you you should get it. Or it's not that situation. It's just install it or don't install it.
The rest of us wouldn't have played this.
I 100% would have done.
And I just don't think so.
I mean, I would have done, but mainly because it's part of my job is to capture footage and stuff.
I'm not talking. Okay, I'm not talking about what you're doing.
I want to play it for fun. Yeah.
You, Paul, the person, like you would not have played it. I would not have played it. Like, I wouldn't, even as a streamer, I wouldn't have played this. Like, it just would have been another game in the middle of the Game Awards that I would have went, that's not for me, and we would have moved on. But because of the where it was positioned, we've then gone, oh, okay. Let me check it out. The only reason I really played it on stream the other day was my title literally was, it can't be that bad. That was my title. So I was like, let me actually play this game to have an opinion on it. I'm with you, Despawn. I don't think I'm going to play it again. Like, unless Matt, like, is like, yo, I need people to play it with, like right now. I have no interest really to play it. I don't think it's a bad game, though. I think the internet makes me laugh, because they don't know what a bad game is if they think this is a bad game all of a sudden. Like, are we forgetting, Crash? You played it with me and Despawn day before. Like, that was a game that we bought and was broken. That's what should be a bad game, you know? Like, a game that comes out and it isn't your taste doesn't mean it's a bad game. It just means it's not for you.
I think one thing Matt touched on earlier of like how many phases there are, like, I think the developers had a really big vision and like a precise vision of the game they made. and they went and they made that, and that is detrimental to certain people who are like, I don't like certain aspects of it. It's a bad game off of the back. Which I think is just unfair of like basing whether a game is good or bad based off how much you like it, as opposed to like a more objective view of a game, which I think is unfortunate.
I hope that a lot of that complexity sort of develops to be longevity. Like, I hope that there is a point to that defensive phase that people, really find value in and go, no, we need to do it this way. And I would love to see an esports tournament in this, because I think it's an interesting game to watch and have those phases of play and like understand what's going on. It's not necessarily accessible, but a lot of esports is not accessible and it's still very, very popular. So like, I would absolutely watch like a properly put together tournament of players who take this really, really seriously. And probably enjoy it more than something like a Counter-Strike or whatever. But I don't know. I just think it's such a shame that this is the thing the internet is deciding to shit on right now for whatever reason. Like you say, clout or views or
nothing
whatever
else
it is.
Out this month to shit on.
They're bored. That's what it is. There's bored right now.
It feels more malicious than that, though. I think it's more like what you said, Fix, of like everybody's an influencer and everybody can make money off of this stuff. Like I'm on Twitter quite a lot, and there are people that I follow and respect on Twitter that had takes on this game where I'm like,
yep,
you're so wrong about this. And they're like going after Keeley in his comments and stuff. I'm like, what are you doing? And maybe you're right.
Engagement farming.
They're getting
it is. It's engagement farming. That's literally what it is. So, don't get me wrong. I sit here and defend X all day long. I know some of us have left the platform or come back or whatever, right? But I sit there like, oh yeah, it's whatever. It is. You have to sort of read between it nowadays. You can't just look at X and go, oh yeah, that's someone's true opinion. It's like, oh no, I can see what you're doing. You're engagement farming. That's literally what you're doing. It's horrible.
People used to engagement farm when there was no monetary gain to it as well. And now that you add the money gain, it's just significantally worse, unfortunately.
Great.
I thought better of these people. Specifically.
That's more for you. More for you, right? Like man, I sit here as in that influencer spot the most of all four of us, right? And every day I look at myself like, am I just the big dum-dum? Because we all know I can have big opinions if I really wanted to on the internet and do the angry gamer and this is shit and blah, blah, blah. And, 30-second rant video that would engagement farm so much. And I just like, that isn't my actual opinion though. Like, it's horrible.
Get it back.
Nah, there's got to be better ways. There's got to be better ways to get a bag, There's got to be.
For sure.
There's got to be. And if there isn't, I need to just leave this industry as a whole. Because if that's what we're at, if that's what we're doing now, then it's not really something I want to be a part of. But yeah, but to get back to Highguard, I just don't think it's as bad a game as people make out. Everyone just has such hyperbolic takes nowadays, and it's so ridiculous.
Yeah. I mean, my final takeaway is the game is fine. If you like a good PvP shooter, it's a good PvP shooter. It's personally, I think it's not the game for me. But on the flip side of that, you can ride a bear in a battle, so therefore it's a 10 out of 10.
Of course, 10 out of 10. Brilliant, of course. Anyone else anything to add on Highguard before we move on?
No.
Let's move forward. Let's jump into what's been in our box. D-Spawn, we'll start with you. What have you been playing other than Highguard?
Just Highguard. None. I've been playing a lot recently. So I've been playing Quarantine Zone. So this is the new indie title that I say is indie. Was it Devolver Digital title? Yeah, I guess you could count as an indie publisher.
It's still just because. Wait. If someone has a publisher, does that make it not indie? I don't think that's true.
I think a discussion has to be made for that.
There's a discussion that I'm not going to have right now. What I'm going to discuss is the game itself. I really enjoy it. I think it's a really fun, just time kill kind of game. It is. So on the surface level, it looks like a kind of Unreal store asset flip of here's some character models, here's a basic base building, but the way that they've built the kind of elements together, I think they've done a really clever job. I like the whole it feels like every run is on that knife edge of are you gonna let in the right kind of people? Are you gonna let in a zombie that wipes out all of your progress and kills half of the survivors you've got, and that kind of stuff? And I'm really enjoying it so far. I think I'm about like halfway through my current run because I'm just like picking up in the evening when the baby's in bed. Whenever I've got some free time. But yeah, no, I'm really enjoying it so far. I'm interested to see how in depth it goes right now because I think I've unlocked all of the basic items, but I haven't even touched the endless mode yet. So I'm interested to see how high it goes in like how many survivors you have to get and that kind of thing. But yeah, I'm liking how in depth it is with the way that you have to scan people and like stick some in quarantine, send some and like blast them with lasers in the laboratory, hit them in the head with a hammer, all the fun stuff that you get from a zombie apocalypse.
Has anybody else played this?
Yeah, me and Despawn are on opposite sides of the fence today.
Ooh.
I played it as well.
I enjoyed my first, I would say, 4 hours with Quarantine Zone, and then was like,
more than me.
I've seen everything this game has to offer, and it almost doesn't lean into itself enough. It's not funny enough. It's not fun enough. It's not crazy enough. It's not difficult enough. It's like, it's really kind of like boring once you get through it. Yeah.
This absolutely is a game with people walking through the gate, and then you have to you can like check their temperature and stuff like that, right?
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, it's on Game Pass. It's on Game Pass for anyone who hasn't played it. Yeah, it's on Game Pass. At least definitely on PC Game Pass. I don't know about normal Game Pass. Yeah, I played it as well, Matt. I'm in entirely agreement to you. My stream was like, "Oh, play it." Played it for 2.5 hours and was like, "Perfect." That is enough, and I think that's the gift and the curse of Game Pass, as always. Like I say, where it's like because I didn't buy it, and I played it on Game Pass, I'm very much like, okay. It was a net positive for me, where it's like, okay, I didn't lose anything in terms of money. I got to entertain my stream for 2 hours, and now I don't need to think about it again. It's not fun. I wanted more out of the NPCs walking forward. I wanted, why is there not a moment of like when you are sending them to the quarantine and you hear the gunshots, like no one walks up to you like, yo, please don't send me right. Like there's nothing like that. Like there needs more to it. There needs to be, I agree with you, it needs to lean into itself more and be funny. I think it would have been a much more enjoyable experience. To agree with Despawn, it does feel very much like I bought this 40 pack of NPCs on Unreal and now I can make them all walk through. Perfect, done. I didn't jive with it at all, to be honest with you. But I've never really enjoyed those like Papers, Please, or what's the other one? There's another one where like well, I can't think of the one I was thinking of, but just not a me game. But I know a lot of people were enjoying it. I couldn't get past about 2 hours, and I was just like, yeah, I'm good. I've played enough.
I think for me, it's because like obviously everyone's got their own situations, but because at the time I'm playing it, it is a very much like I want my brain to switch completely off right now.
Oh yeah.
So if I can just be like, hey, let's go through some checklists, let's tick off what symptoms you've got and send you off to get incinerated or, send you off on the school bus to be alive forever, then fine, cool. I'm down for that. Like, I'm okay with that. I don't need... Go.
It feels like a game with a lot of potential.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it feels like if this was early access, I'd be like, oh, yeah, I'd be interested to see where this game is in 6 months, a year's time. But yeah, it feels like a first run at a game, which is fine. Maybe Quarantine Zone 2 will be like a real step up, but I doubt we'll ever see that game.
I don't know, man. Like, apparently it sold quite well, so like I could see them getting enough money to make a sequel or DLC or whatever. But I will also say that like I feel like I think I've put in like 5 or 6 hours now, and it does start opening up, and there is more things in there. Like there are little side quests around the base that I'm running around trying to find who's been spray painting graffiti and stuff like that.
I got to that, and I was like, I don't care. I was like, I don't care.
That's fun. Yeah, I like those little bits, but yeah, like I say, again, it is solely because I wanted a game to switch my brain off to, and that was perfect for it.
Yeah.
Other than that, I've been playing a game called Mio: Memories in Orbit. So this is a new Metroidvania, also I believe on Game Pass. Don't quote me on that. But yeah, so it is it reminds me of, you'll have to remind me what else they made. It's the same studio that did Never. I can't remember what the game before that was.
Neva. Yeah, I can't remember. But
it's like all like watercolor, like
Greed,
platformers. Yeah, Greed, that was it. That's that kind of art style. It's very like hand-drawn, watercolor-esque art style. But it's fully a Metroidvania. But it's very beautiful looking. I think they have absolutely nailed the art style, but I don't think they've quite nailed the loop of a Metroidvania right now. So we're like the moment-to-moment gameplay is fantastic, like jumping around the levels, the skills that you unlock as you're going around and things like that are great. The problem I have with the game right now is you start off incredibly underpowered. Like you can take like 2 hits and you have to restart. And it takes forever to get more like upgrades. And when you do die to bosses, the backtracking is very, very painful. Like for the first, I think maybe 4 hours or so that I've been spending in the game, I had one spawn point right in the center of the map. And if I died, I had to go all the way back to that spawn point, no matter which boss I died at, which isn't great. Like as I've got further in, you can like unlock like other spawn points like to get to, but like, yeah, it took too long to get there for it to be like comfortable. But yeah, I'm still going to keep going at it though, because I'm hoping that as I play more and start unlocking more areas, it'll make that kind of stuff a little bit easier and less painful. And again, like I said, the art style, the music, the moment-to-moment gameplay is like on point. I just think they haven't quite got the loop nailed down perfectly. But yeah, I'm still going to, like I said, keep digging at it and get to the end.
Oh, yeah, I saw this and I almost installed it and then went, I'm not gonna lie, why am I bothered? Literally, I've been searching for a game so badly. Go on, Matt, sorry.
We just lost Crash at the recording.
Nope, I see Crash. Oh yeah, lost him out of Riverside. That's fine, carry on. Matt, what have you been playing? Anything interesting?
Just 2 little games. RV There Yet? This is a friend slop game me and Emma have been playing through where you have to get your RV across insane terrain. We got to a point where we rage quit out of it. It's good and it's a good laugh, but it won like Steam's most relaxing game of the year. Insane, wild that Steam were willing to back that. It is not a relaxing game. It is the polar opposite of a relaxing game. You're being chased by bears and trying to drive an RV up a volcano. Insanely not relaxing, but good fun, good friend swap. If you like Peak, you'll like that. And then in I think 3 days we smashed Dispatch all the way through.
Told you. Talk it to me, baby.
So good. It's so good.
Are we allowed to spoil that yet? Or not yet?
Crash, have you finished it? You finished it, didn't you?
What, Dispatch? Yeah, I finished
it. Spoilers for Dispatch. No, we're talking about it now. Spoilers for Dispatch. I will touch my head on the video version, and I will touch it again when we're finished with spoilers.
We'll have time codes, I'm sure.
Well, it was interesting playing it with Emma, who was very pro Invisigal, and I was very not pro Invisigal. So she got to make all the decisions. Basically, the way we played it is she played the episodes, I played the minigame, the Dispatch minigame, which you said, I think, earlier on, Crash, like, I just want to play that. I just want to play that. Give me the full roster and let me just play that because it's great. And so, so we ended up getting like the best almost secret ending, which is cool because Emma loves Invisigal. So there we go.
Hey, what's the secret ending?
Well, it's not secret, but like you get 3 options at the end: either to give him the core, give him the fake core, or give him both.
Yeah.
And if you give him both and you're romancing Invisigal, you get like the best ending where Invisigal's on your team and he puts the wrong core in his head and blows up.
That's what I got.
And da-da-da. Yeah. So you didn't like that ending?
No, you didn't get that ending. You murdered him.
Oh, I did murder him. You're right.
Yeah, he puts the wrong core in his head and starts like throwing up a shit.
You still, it's still.
No. I'm misremembering. That's fine. I'm misremembering.
You hated that ending?
I love that ending.
Yeah, because I learned that okay, so this is going to go quite deep, but again, everyone knows I have a half brother the same age as me, right? So that tells you all you need to know about like my family history of relationships, right? That tells you enough. It just proved to me that it's inside me as well. You can have the perfect woman in front of you that wants you and likes you for you, and yet you will still fuck it up. And that's what I come down on. I went on a date with Blonde Blazer.
Oh, okay. So you did it very differently.
With Blonde Blazer. I went on a date with Blonde Blazer. I danced with Blonde Blazer, and then I was in the locker room, and she leant in for that goddamn kiss, and I still bloody kissed her as well, and it ruined my whole story. Everything.
Yeah, okay, that's a very different context that ending than we had then, which was us and Blue Blazer were like HR.
That's what Haley got. That's Haley got that as well.
Yeah, so for my playthrough, I was like, Blonde Blazer's just broke up with her boyfriend. I'm not being the rebound. This other girl is interested in me. I'll go for that instead, and I'll just be friends with Blonde Blazer. And I got the best ending from that. So again, I got the ending that I think you did, Matt, where it was like, he put the thing in his head, blew up, vomited everywhere. Didn't kill him, because I said I wouldn't kill him.
Yes. Yeah, I didn't kill him either.
The only thing I didn't do, which we're going full spoilers here, is I managed to screw up the last dispatch mission stuff. So I didn't get the character that you choose to save, or the character that turns bad on your side. At the end. Oh, okay. Got you.
Because I watched the ending of your playthrough, Fix, where you got to choose to keep her in the team. I didn't get that option.
Did you guys all got rid of Coop?
Yes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's interesting. I got rid of the...
Really?
Oh, you're crazy. He's the funniest one of all of them the whole time.
He's the best.
Yeah.
Let me tell you that I regret getting rid of him, because when you get rid of him, he gets so sympathetic, and I'm like, wow, I feel like an asshole for actually getting rid of him.
Whereas Coop is actually just like, I'm a fucking assassin. I'm going back to being an assassin. You're like, fuck you.
Yeah, fine.
But I still think you at the end.
My whole perspective is like, he's kind of a dork, and he gets himself locked up in the beginning of that mission, and I'm like, you're not surviving here. You're the equivalent to the water boy right now for me.
So talking about water boy,
did you pick did you pick Water Boy or Phenomena Man?
Yeah,
I picked Phenomena Man.
Nah, Water Boy all day long.
Water Boy all day long, baby.
Fuck Phenomena Man.
The best thing. So again, I don't think it's talked about a lot, but I think the best part of Dispatch for me, especially from the dispatch, when you obviously do the dispatch missions and you start building up like people's relationships with each other on the team, Punch Up and Waterboy's team ups and their relationship together is like one of the best things. It's just like everyone starts off hating Waterboy, and by the end it's just like you've got Punch Up giving him like motivational speeches and how they're gonna go hang out later and go for drinks. It's just like, oh yes, go on Waterboy.
It's so good.
Yeah, but good game, right, Matt?
Insanely good. Insanely good. And I'm so excited if they do another one. But then how do you get over the age-old question of which is the canon ending?
And that's easy.
They'll figure it out. But
for one they like the best.
I loved it. Yeah.
The one that it's always the one they like the best. That's how it always
or the one
works,
that's most popular or whatever.
Yeah.
Like they do one of those,
Apparently, I was reading as well that there is a fourth end kind of ending where you don't fail a single dispatch call. But apparently it's bugged. And they were like, oh yeah, people have done it. We thought it'd take people ages. People did it fine. And they never got the ending. So that's gone forever.
Can't blame them though. I mean, that game must have cost millions to make. Stupid amounts of money to make that game, which is crazy to think. But yeah, no, very good. Really enjoyed it. Glad you enjoyed it, Matt. I thought you would. I think you would have thought for it to be higher on our top 10 list if you had played it.
I agree. I think
it couldn't have been on our top 10 list.
Oh, because it didn't come
to Xbox. Because it weren't on Xbox. Tell him, Crash. Tell him.
Oh man, I'm still like that. And what
next year will be on the game of the year.
Yeah, next year I'm no.
They haven't even announced it for Xbox yet.
No,
they haven't even announced it for Xbox yet. Switch is next month.
Is it coming to Switch?
Yeah,
it comes to Switch 2 before it's coming to Xbox.
When they have a season 2, they're gonna then announce it for Xbox.
I'm guessing it's probably got a year exclusivity on PlayStation. Is what I'd imagine.
Maybe
they needed funding. I wouldn't be surprised if it was something like that.
Yeah, crazy. It's weird to think there's going to be a game with a nipple coming out and one of the best sex scenes in the video game on Nintendo before Xbox. Crazy. Anyway, Pat again. No more spoilers. There we go. No
what
more
happened
spoilers.
At the end is.
Anything else you've been playing, Matt?
No, that's it.
Crash, what you been playing, bud?
I've just played Highguard.
Just Highguard?
Anything else, yeah.
Crash, let's go play some Highguard.
After
not
the
against
podcast. After the podcast, please. All right, I've not played anything else other than Highguard either. So let's get into this week's dashboard. First things first, I need to hear your thoughts, boys, on the Xbox Developer Direct. You couldn't join us for episode 550, unfortunately. I want to start with Matt when it comes to all things Fable. Talk to me, Matt.
Fable. So I was out on like a work drinks thing. And so I had the Developer Direct, muted on my phone at the end of the table. And I was going, Fable does not look good. And then I watched it with sound later and I was like, Fable looks great. What is that? The wonders that sound can do for a Developer Direct. Who knew? I was really worried about the way they opened it. They were like lingering on lots of like cinematic landscape shots. And I was like, guys, if you can't show us gameplay right now, we're in trouble. But yeah, it looks good. It does everything I wanted it to do. Am I still a little bit worried about how Playground pull off combat in an open world and RPG mechanics? Sure. But I think it looks really good and I'm really excited for it. Does it get delayed? Maybe. I can see it.
No, it doesn't. No, it
really?
doesn't.
No.
Not with them doing a Developer Directs. No way.
Could be a pizza bet.
I'll take it.
I went in on that action. I don't think it's getting delayed out of autumn.
No way.
Autumn's plenty vague.
Yeah. Almost feels like 2027 vague.
No way. No way. Crash, thoughts on Fable?
You remember how earlier you said that I'm Mr. Negative? Like, that's definitely not true. It looked all right. I don't think it looked super.
Is this what you said on the review as well?
No.
I didn't say that I loved it. I was not super up on it during the stream. Yeah, I thought it was all right. I think my biggest worry with what I saw is the combat. I don't think they give you a good look of the combat at all during this whole thing. I don't think they give you a good look at gameplay in general at all during this thing, other than like bits of you walking around and interacting with people, which was a big selling point for what they did. There's reasons they could have done that. They could have been going through a checklist of here's all the features, and it could make sense in that regard. I think I'm just a little bit more skeptical of this, of like what, like they said, it's an open world. What is that open world experience? What is going from point A to point B look like? What do all of those things? What is the combat for them? The combat bits that we saw looked kind of boring. I wouldn't want to play a long game unless there's going to be another 15-hour Fable game like the older games.
I think it's going to be long. I don't think it's going to be long.
You don't think
so? Nope. Coming off of what Ryan was telling me on IGN, he was saying that it's a more condensed open world. So that to me says it's a 15 to 20 hour experience. I could be totally wrong, but
if that's the case, a lot of the opinions I have go lighter because then you don't need as complex gameplay and combat and stuff like that because you're there for less of a time. So that stuff gets less rating of like stuff being repetitive and stuff like that. Just for me, when I watched that, there was just a lot of questions of them like saying like, we have 1,000 NPCs and you can interact with them and they'll like you or dislike you and stuff like that. It'll change. And for me, it's like, is that just a meter of like or dislike? Is that all that is of them giving me, like telling me off or something like that? That's the case. I don't know how impressed or how much I'm looking forward to interacting with a system like that. They mentioned, you can kill the giant, his body can be laying there. And I'm like, is the only difference between that is his sister dislikes me and some of the villagers dislike me? Or are there like other consequences to that affect me gameplay wise? It's more so.
They said there was going to be other consequences, like the housing market would be affected. If you left the giant there and things of that nature. Again, let me real quick. How much of a Fable fan are you? Like, did you play Fable?
I really like the old Fables. I really like the old Fables. So the problem with me, this feels like, and I don't know if it's necessarily a fair problem. Let me say that right away. I don't disagree with you guys for liking it the way that you guys do. I think for me, this looks like a Fable sequel that should have come out in 2012, other than the graphics. From what I've seen so far, and it's unfair because we haven't seen enough, but it doesn't look like a modern, what I would expect what I would want from a modern Fable game is a better way to put it.
What would you want from a modern Fable game then?
I would want better gameplay, which we didn't really see. Combat, more specifically. I would want the sort of interactions when you're talking about like the interactions you have with people liking you and disliking you, for that to be more than just sort of me change numbers in the background of like costs of things. Like if I go into a town and I buy everything and evict everybody, like I would want that town to then be like, hey, we're gonna kill you or something like that. There to be like more.
That's literally what
impact.
they said was gonna happen.
Have they said that would happen? Okay, then.
Yeah, that's literally what they said was literally in the trailer of them saying, like, if you become like a rich tycoon.
They did not say that people will. They didn't imply much for how that system ends up working out.
I think we've interpreted it differently then.
That's very
from
possible.
what they said.
That's very possible.
My understanding is like 1,000 handcrafted NPCs that you can. Me and Diesel spoke about it on the last episode, right? Which was very much like you can literally follow them from work. They have living lives, living, breathing NPCs. They go into every person is going to interact with you differently based on what you do. That's literally what I would want from a modern Fable. We didn't get that in the original Fables. It was tangentially, but what they're saying, that's what I would want from a modern Fable.
I don't know.
Like
I don't like.
Combat wise, I think you're 100% entitled to feel how you feel about combat. I think this is going to be another one of those Hogwarts Legacy situations where fuck J.K. Rowling, which where the combat doesn't look amazing until you play it yourself. And if you say what you want about Hogwarts Legacy, I really enjoyed the combat after playing it because it didn't look good.
Yeah. Okay. I think the difference there, which we didn't know at the time, but they were Warner Brothers games. The combat in Hogwarts Legacy is kind of just Batman, which doesn't make sense. But if they described it like that, it wouldn't have made sense. But that's what it ended up being, and it worked miraculously. Playground's never done a combat system, right? So like that's where I'm more concerned. But I did spend yesterday sick in bed on my ROG streaming Fable Anniversary, Fable 2, and Fable 3 to get captured to try and remake the trailer in the old games. So that video is on FGS, TikTok, and YouTube Shorts now.
Great video.
If you want to go check it out. Thank you very much, T-Spawn. And what that reminded me is like, oh man, these games were fucking fun. These games had a sense of humor. The combat is actually really good. Like, it's not amazing, and there are definitely things that you can do to improve it. Like blocking is terrible, and there's not a great lock-on system and stuff like this. But like just quickly switching from like melee to shooting to magic and stuff like that, like it's so cool. I actually like after playing 2 and 3 specifically, like I'm a bit like, oh, we're going like it almost feels like we're going back in time a little bit to more fantasy stuff. Like there's no guns, right, and stuff. But I actually really like the guns in 2 and 3 and stuff like that. So I'm excited for it. I think it looks good. But yeah, going back and playing those old Fable games, I was like, I could just play through all these again and be quite happy until autumn.
I was going to. Haley mentioned it. She was like, should we play them again? I was like,
I was thinking the same thing.
Don't know.
The only problem is with that is the co-op does suck. In all,
Hey, what?
It was
good. The co-op sucks.
It was good in the 360 era, but it's not. Yeah,
it's terrible. Player 2 has like no effect on the world. Can't talk to anybody. You don't have your own gear.
You're basically there.
You just like spawn in as a character and run around and hit things.
Yeah,
I guess so. I don't know. I was the main character, so who cares?
Well, fair.
That's fair. Yeah. Yeah. No, I'm excited for it. Regardless, I think. Yeah, I think we watched different trailers, Crash, because I'm really up on the combat for what I saw. Like I think they've got the right balance of what Fable did back in the day of like Matt says, of being able to balance the different attack styles of like melee and magic. And I think they did a really good job of showing that. And I think I think what we did see of the combat in there looked a bit more weighty to it. Like
I agree.
They did specifically mention that characters would react to being hit and things like that, and they did show some of that. Obviously, we'll see how much that plays out. One thing they didn't really talk about, which I know, again, just me and Matt always talking about work, I know, but I did a news story recently where, so you know the 2 original trailers we got with Richard Ayoade and Matt King, where it was like the kind of the Office style speaking to the camera. Apparently, that's not just for the trailer. Apparently, that's a core tenet of the gameplay as well. So that's going to be part of that, how story is delivered.
Documentary crew style filming,
Yeah,
cool.
So I'm kind of interested how that's going to play out as well. I think that's going to be like a nice new wrinkle to like the Fable story. So yeah, I think hearing things like that of them like taking like interesting swings gameplay is going to be is what gets me more hyped than anything else as well.
Yeah, I also just want to reiterate a little bit. Like, I think this for me very much is going to be a game of like I'm unable to process it and it won't click with me until I play. Because I think my expectations are just higher than anything they could have done. Because realistically, if you look at it on paper, every single thing they did, from environments, the tone, stuff that we've said they wanted, and me just seeing it and not playing it, I think just doesn't fully register with me.
And you hate Xbox.
There's that.
Hate, like,
yeah, you do.
It's a good point.
Let's have an honest conversation.
Do you think I hate Xbox or Xbox is just trash?
Yes.
Xbox is just trash.
I think you hate Xbox.
I don't think Xbox has given me a lot of reasons to love Xbox.
I don't disagree, but I do think that you hate Xbox.
Do you think my dislike of Xbox would lead to me disliking this game off of first?
No. I think it
that's
would
what you're saying.
Stop. No, let me land. But what I do think it would do is make you more hesitant on something that may be good, and you wouldn't give it the benefit of the doubt, like you would maybe with other things, which you will not do for Xbox anymore. Which I think you're fully a right to be like. But where like me, I got all giddy and happy inside when this came out, because I'm like, oh my God, Xbox are back. I don't think you would even allow yourself to get there because you've been burnt so many times by Xbox.
Fix, sometimes you say stuff that sounds right, but I just want to internally disagree with it.
This is one of those times that I'm right.
You're right.
100%. Yeah. And there's nothing wrong with that. You've been hurt so much over the years that you're just like, well, hold up, prove it. And that's what they have to do to you. You have to prove that they can make a good game that you're interested in. Simple as that, really.
I mean, back to that. My question for for Crash. Do you think this year is the year that they could give you something that would do that? I'll give you multiple things that could do that. Considering we're coming up on the era of like a remastered or remade from ground up Halo, new Gears, going back to the classic feel, new Fable, bringing back that nostalgia tinge to it. Do you think this could be the year that does it?
So Gears, I assume, will be a knockout of the. I have full faith in Coalition, even with like my feelings towards.
Do you really believe we're getting that this year?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. They said, yeah.
Yeah, I do.
I don't like. I think this game gets shown and then it's out like a week later or the day. Shadow drop in July or something like that. No, I think it's shown and it's out within like 3 months. I don't think you're gonna get to see the gameplay and it be out 6 months later or something like that. I think it is a relatively short from like you see gameplay to the game is out. It'll be relatively short in game, which is 3 months or something like that. Right? Would be my guess. I could be wrong about that. Matt might be right, and it doesn't come out this year.
Just really quickly, I think they would be smarter to delay the game this year. I think Xbox are going to do the same thing they always do, but now they have too much to release that it's going to all bundle on top of each other in another year when GTA comes out. So something is going to miss in terms of from a marketing perspective, which then people don't play, and then it's a critical fail when it isn't. It's just they haven't put it out at the right time. But that's just me.
Do you think they're going to Titanfall 2 Gears Edo?
I think
not quite Titanfall 2, but do we really need Fable, Gears, Halo, Forza, Clockwork?
I think I'm partly with you, Fix. I think the problem is like Xbox doesn't play the perception game as much now, and what they need to do is they need to make sure that they're a quality product on Game Pass to keep people subscribed. I think that might be why those games will still come out. I do agree with you that for the game, it'd probably be better for one of these games to get delayed. Get Halo, Gears of War, Clockwork, something to get delayed into here and just make a little bit of breathing room.
We all know it's State of Decay. That's not coming out this year.
Yeah, they delayed
State of
Decay.
Coming out this year.
No, they said it. They said it.
Although, that one I am.
It's coming out this year.
You think it's coming out this year?
We're joking.
That's not coming out this year. Bro, there's a Craig Duncan, I think it was Craig Duncan or Matt Bowie, one of the two, had come out with a statement being like, yeah, it's coming along well. I was like, that game ain't coming out this year. You're crazy.
No.
Yeah.
Halloween.
So, no, that's what Gears is for.
Halloween. Gears will be Halloween.
Yeah. So, I mean, we're off on a tangent on Fable, but like, I feel like if it was any other year, I would agree with you guys about like, yeah, they'll delay some of these games and stuff, but like 25th anniversary, Xbox love to live in their nostalgia sometimes.
No, sorry, bullshit. 100% bullshit. Stop it. I've been doing this for how long? That's such a lie. PlayStation love to live in their nostalgia. They'll give them controllers and consoles and books and hats and hoodies. Xbox don't do shit when it comes to their anniversaries and never have.
That's not true. I've got a 20th year anniversary mug.
Oh.
Sorry, not this
office.
PlayStation got limited edition consoles.
I know. I've got the
like Xbox have never been good about their anniversaries. The 360 celebrated 20 years literally a couple of weeks ago. We did the podcast on it. What did the Xbox say about it? Nothing. They didn't give a fuck.
I think Xbox is in like a very pivotal battle with Steam right now in the background. And I think them releasing all these games this year is very big for them from that perspective. If you can't take your foot off the proverbial neck, if you will, you know?
Yeah.
Agree. Again, I do agree.
Especially if they like, let's just look to the end of the year. Is this the year they finally tease the next console? Like,
and with the thought so.
Do they
Game Awards?
Game Awards again. Do they spearhead that by like a banger after banger after banger after banger? Follow it up with like, or end it up with, and now here's a look at the future.
If I think the way they do that is if they got a good deal with somebody for some RAM. I think if they got some good sourcing for RAM, you get that. I think if they don't have a deal in place in that, I don't think you get console being released this year.
And have they already confirmed it's they're working with AMD for the next hardware? Yeah, I know they did it for the
the chip. The chip they've already confirmed. Yeah, I agree with you on the RAM situation. That's the only thing that's delaying it. So it might have got announced this year, but now the problem is that that console that's pretty much going to be a Steam machine as well is going to cost £1,000, and everyone's going to absolutely shit himself. And this is the world we now live in when it comes to playing video games. So get over it. It's not fun, but that is where we're at.
Also, people aren't moving on to the next generation as much. So, like, what's the real purpose of announcing something when a lot of people are still on their older gen stuff as well? You know?
Yeah, I 100% agree. 100% agree. All right, moving on. Next story. Ubisoft have had a bit of a tough week, as we all know on this show. I'm sure we've been following along. It looks like they are going to they've proposed a reduction of more than 200 jobs at its Paris headquarters. This obviously follows the news that we didn't speak about last week, that Prince of Persia, the remake of Prince of Persia, has now been cancelled, with 6 other games being cancelled as well. My camera, it's definitely Google Chrome. It doesn't like Google Chrome, my camera right now. Not sure why. Very interesting. Boys, talk to me about this Ubisoft news. I'll start off with you, Despawn. Where you at with it all?
Man, it sucks, right? Just as a Ubisoft fan, like, you know, like from back in the day to now, is like, I hate to see again, I don't want to be that guy like, oh, I love corporations, but like, I hate seeing like a studio go through this kind of stuff, mainly for the workers that are affected. I think on the back of this as well, they also announced that they're doing a return to work or return to office policy as well. So everyone has to go back to working in the office, which... when you've spent like the last 5-10 years of people getting settled.
10 years? Well, slow down. We're not at 10 years yet.
6 years ago?
Not 10 years ago.
Yeah, it's almost 7 years.
Not 10 years ago. Not yet.
Don't make me feel that old, Despawn. Don't make me feel that old.
Yeah. We're not that yet. We're not there yet.
Yeah, 20 years ago when COVID first hit. No, but it's been like a long time where people have been settled in working from home and, you know, remote working, and it being the thing. And then for them to turn around and do this, it's going to affect a lot of people. And then obviously the voluntary things. It's just not a fun situation to talk about as a fan of these games and studios.
This is the first time you're coming in. Real quickly, I work with Ubisoft on a freelance level, yada, 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 whatever. Can I, again, you might call me corporate apologist or whatever, right? But do you not think there's an argument for having people go back to office work in games only because from their perspective, right? This is me being big boss Ubisoft, grr, people don't like me, whatever, boss man, right? If your heydays were making games that were doing well, Assassin's Creeds, the Ghost Recons, the Far Cries, and they put 2 and 2 together and go, okay, when we were working from home, when we was working in the studio, we were making these type of games, and now we've worked from home and we're making these type of games where the quality's not coming together in terms of Prince of Persia, because that's what the rumor is. It's been from multiple reshuffles, multiple money been put into this. I don't blame them for being like, okay, we've got to change something here. Our company is doing something wrong. Something is not working. Something has to change. I don't see there's anything wrong with that. Am I wrong?
Sort of. I think the problem is if you set people up for that long of a period to be working from home, there's just something innately wrong from being like, okay, you've gotten used to living at home for this while working, et cetera, et cetera. Now we're going to have you. Do you know if it's like part-time at home and part-time in the studio?
There is no information on this yet. There's literally just a rumor that has come out. We don't know anything.
If it's a case of like, oh, you have to come into the office once or twice a week, I don't think like that's not super great, but like that's also not a bad thing. That's like a compromise or whatever. You'd also have to remember that some people probably bought houses and moved that were a little bit farther away from where the office would have been off of this, thinking they'd continue to work from home. So there's a lot of like the more not job focused stuff, but sort of like life focused of the employees. On top of like the problem with what you're saying is like, why did those games get canceled? Did they have poor leadership? If it had poor leadership, changing where people are working isn't going to fix anything. You still would have had Sands of Time being canceled.
It's super, super difficult to lead a large team remotely. Really difficult.
It's super, super difficult to deal with 3 people on a podcast. Imagine trying to make a fucking game.
Yeah. No, but like I think working in proximity is hugely beneficial to creative work. And I've swung hard on this in the last like 18 months, 2 years. And you know, it's tough. Like there's a spreadsheet somewhere that says, you know, money not okay. We need to get rid of 200 people. And so like they're making really, really tough decisions. Ubisoft aside, I think like with the way the industry is, I don't think you can sort of shun the idea that it is important to be in the same space. It totally depends on the team. It totally depends on the culture. It totally depends on everything. But I kind of agree with you, Fix, in the sense that like if you look,
what I was saying is like if you can't, I don't think you can sit here and villainize them for this. I don't think.
Well, we don't even know what's happening, right? Like the working in the office thing is.
So no, it's not a rumor. It's actually in the IGN article. Ubisoft said its company reorganization would also reintroduce 5-day office working as standard. So Ubisoft have confirmed it. Yeah. And yeah, my argument about it is like, yeah, if you spend like half a decade telling people they can work from home, and like we've already discussed here, it's like they move away, they have families that they now are going to different school systems, to then tell them that they have to go into an office that they're not located nearby. Then
you have to reasonably accommodate. Like I'm not saying that you have to go as of next week. You have to be in 5 days. Oh, we hired you in a different country. I don't care. You have to be in the office in Paris. But I don't think that's what's happening. If that's what's happening, that's ludicrous in any company, right? But like, if they're saying, well, you know, you were hired under one set of circumstances, those set of circumstances are changing, then it's up to you as an employee whether or not you want to go along with that. And that's a harsh reality. But like, I think Fix is right. Like if you're looking at the strategy and going, our long-term strategy is not working, we're shutting down all these games. What has changed? This is a significant thing that has changed. We need to move back. I don't think that's an unreasonable decision to make at a very top level.
Bankruptcy, try something different.
Yeah, I agree.
True. It's so hard to really. It's really hard to talk on this because like the problem is you're pinpointing where the issue is based off like the decision they're making. Like, what if it is like a higher management issue and they don't want to get rid of higher management, so they're making this change instead?
Oh, we know from Ubisoft's perspective, all the higher management's been leaving. Like we just seen Julian leave the Division team to go to EA. So you know, we've seen many other people who have left. The lead person on Assassin's Creed left as well, and is now suing Ubisoft, as we know. Like, so it's not. I agree with you. I'm not saying that is the only issue. I'm just saying That's one issue that they might have sat in a room, a bunch of higher ups, and gone, okay, let's look at our strategy for the last 10 years. Where have things gone wrong? Okay, what's been different between this period and this period? Work from home. Okay, let's make this one change, which could potentially save our company. Like, I don't think that's crazy to go, that's unfair. Like, I don't think that's a crazy thing. Do I agree with it? That's not the point. Doesn't matter if I agree or disagree. The point is, I don't think it's a crazy stretch to go, okay, this might be worth doing, or at least trialing. Because if we see productivity go up, they were right.
Well,
it might not, because a lot of people like working home, right? You'll never know. So
that's kind of the difficult thing. Is like it's also a huge risk. So like what you're going to do is crunch the numbers. We're going to piss off 70% of our workforce here for maybe, let's say, 3 to 6 months until they get used to it. We're probably going to lose 35% of the workforce, maybe, or I don't know, whatever. Like, pick a
whatever
number.
The number is.
Yeah, exactly. They figured it all out, and I think like to assume that this is some evil corporate overlord who's like, I need people in office so I can see them working, and that's the decision I'm making, as opposed to a team of people gathered around spreadsheets looking at numbers that don't look great and going, fuck, what are we going to do to save this shit? I think that's more likely than the first situation I put forward. And maybe I'm wrong. Maybe somebody in a suit is going, I want to see people. I want to sit in my corner office and look down and see the people on the computers tip-tapping away.
Tippity-tappity.
I don't know, man.
Tippity-tappity.
I feel like it's probably a mix of both.
Yeah, as somebody who's been in that situation, like firsthand, there is definitely CEOs out there like, I want to keep an eye on my workers, regardless of how productive they are, wherever they are. Like, I need to see them in an office. I'm paying for an office. They need to come and use my office that I'm paying for.
Has Ubisoft, will they, there's so many questions with this, like, will they be opening up another office spot, or do they still have the office spot to accommodate?
They still have office spots.
Yeah, they still have offices. Well,
there's still offices.
Yeah, okay.
There's still offices in Paris. There's still an office in London, in England. There's still an office in all the other areas where they've got studios. Have still got offices. Yeah. So that's not like those have not disappeared. They're still they closed Halifax, which was in England. They closed a few of the mobile studios.
It's the Canada one.
What?
Halifax calendar.
Oh, it was the Canada one.
Yeah.
Oh, that makes way more sense. Because I was like, I didn't know we had a Halifax studio in England. That makes way more sense.
I think the biggest question for me with this is the recent hire. People they've hired recently off of the back of it being remote work is probably the biggest question mark to me. Of like the people within the last 3 to 6 months who might have gotten hired with them, like in the pre-planning phases of this and being like, yeah, you'll get remote work or whatever. I think those are probably the people that it hurts the most realistically in my.
The problem is, Crash, you have very little rights working as a US citizen in the US.
Oh, that's facts.
No,
in the UK, you wouldn't be able to do that. Like in the UK,
really?
If you're signed on as a remote contract, then there has to be a significant reason to change it. You can appeal a change. There are things that.
So you guys are. You know what? That was a very American take. My bad.
Well, I was gonna say. I think that's a European thing, though, Matt. It's not just American as well.
I don't know. I would have thought Europe has pretty good labor laws around that sort of stuff, but I have no idea.
That's what I'm saying. I agree.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. I'm saying it's only America that really suffers with you're fired.
You know what? Part of my view on this is probably very American with it as well.
Which is a fair thing to say. Yeah. Very.
It's good to have these insights. Yeah.
Absolutely, but yeah, that's obviously the news right now with Ubisoft. I didn't want people to think that we're avoiding it because where I work and things like that. We're not. I'm very sad about Prince of Persia.
Me too.
I've never played a Prince of Persia, so this was going to be my first one.
Well, except for
sorry, I meant
Lost Crown.
Exactly, yeah.
It's time.
No, I don't. Sorry, I meant.
So he's never played a Prince of Persia except for all the Prince of Persia. Yeah.
I didn't play any of the PS2 Prince of Persia games. I do apologize.
But you may have to know, guys. Apparently, Beyond Good and Evil 2 has not been cancelled, so we've still got that to look forward to.
Wild.
19 years that game has been.
I disagree. I don't think that is insane and wild at all.
You know what? Beyond Good and Evil, they're going to come out in a few years and be like, we never really had a game. It was just tech that we were demoing.
No shit.
Do you guys remember, like, did that whole thing with, was it Joseph Gordon Levitt's website?
Gordon Levitt. He's
like, the record or whatever, something.
Yeah, that website came and went. Like, is that website still a thing?
I think Amy, who works on my team, is like a big Beyond Good and Evil person and was like day one signing up to that stuff. And yeah. She's got Beyond Good and Evil tattoo. That's how hardcore she is.
How come you guys haven't got MXAM tattoos?
I'm not an idiot.
We pay for the tattoo if I get it fixed.
You know, tattoos are permanent, right?
One minute, sorry. One thing at a time. That's mean, Despawn, and you know it.
We change the logo like every year. Look, get a tattoo.
That's a good point. That's a good point.
That's a really good point.
Well, he didn't say get the logo tattooed. He said get MXAM tattooed, and that's been consistent. So Despawn shoved that excuse somewhere.
Has it though? Because we've only been known as MXM for like 6 months to a year.
No. The podcast has always been known as MXAM. Yeah. It's just we rebranded to one separate thing. And you make the logos, idiot. So don't keep changing them.
Yeah, but I keep getting
Despawn every few months in the lab, just constructing a new logo. It can be better.
Yeah, excellent. We could build it. We could make it stronger.
I think whoever loses the Fantasy Critic this year should have to get an MXAM tattoo.
We haven't even done the Fantasy Critic yet.
Yeah, we should probably start that, shouldn't we?
And it's a good job because I would have drafted Sands of Time in a heartbeat.
We should
the community one started, but we haven't done it.
Anybody who's listening right now, what I need you guys to go do now that we're on this, in the Discord, I put in. I'm gonna have the boys tweet it out on Twitter. I think. Well, I don't have access to Twitter. The MXAM Awards. I put out a Google document for it. We only got 7 entrants.
I
think it's.
Give it up. Give it up.
It's
give it up. Crash. Give it up. Give it up.
I've tried.
You tried, but it's dead.
As long as you get it in before the BAFTAs, which is March 10th, I think.
We have time. We just go the week before the BAFTAs fix. We can make it work.
Until the BAFTAs happen, it's still award season, okay?
No.
That's the rules.
It's...
No, BAFTAs are wrong. I don't agree with the BAFTAs. That's the difference.
Yeah.
The only way I'll do January.
The only way I'll...
last year, they just...
I think it's just last year, isn't it? I think there's a cut-off. Okay. I think so. Could be wrong.
Yeah, I think so.
Interesting. All right. Well, look, Chris, I'm sorry. I'm...
Boss man, cut it.
We tried.
Yeah. We wanted to do it, but fix it now.
Whatever. Next story. Grand Theft Auto may be delayed, boys. I'm so sorry to tell you.
What?
Well, maybe not. Maybe just the physical version. Okay. It looks like Grand Theft Auto may be delaying the physical version of Grand Theft Auto 6. Sorry, Rockstar may be delaying Grand Theft Auto 6 physical version to stop leaks. New claims have said. This comes from, again, I can't read any articles because my camera just goes absolutely mental. This comes from a pretty reputable source who did some, you have to read it for me, boys, because I can't see it. Despawn, read the article for me.
According to Polish site ppe.pl, whose insider... Cool, that name. Previously correctly leaked information on the release of Oblivion Remastered physical copies, the Switch 2 port of Sonic Racing Cross Worlds, and the PS5 port of Microsoft Flight Sim. According to them, they said that Take-Two has no plans for a physical edition of the game, at least at release. So I think the rumors are that this is to kind of, probably get it out on time, and mainly to stop people getting hold of it before it hits like release day, which we've seen in the past. And
I'm gonna put on a little bit of a cynical hat with this story.
Is it made of tinfoil?
I think they want to double down on sales. They know people will buy it digital, and then they'll want a physical copy after for their collection, and they'll double dip. Because I think what they're going to end up doing is having full cross progression for whatever online and all that stuff is going to be full cross progression. They're trying to find a way to get people to double dip in some sort of way.
No way.
That's a bit of a way to do it.
Crash.
Yeah.
And they get my money twice because I will do it. I'll do it all day.
Yeah, they'll release a collector's edition and fix a look at it and be like, whoa, I might want that also.
Xbox, PlayStation.
Real quick, can we tangent? You seen how much the Resident Evil statues are in the UK? The halves?
No.
because there's no collector's edition. £300 each.
What? Nope.
Imagine that in like 10 years.
Nope.
One in kept in pristine condition, having both of them, you'd probably make bank.
You know I'm buying both, Crash. I'm buying both.
Are you going to go buy the rest that connect to it as well, though?
I'm trying to. You need the whole set. They're really expensive. They're really expensive.
If you want, want the value to be up.
Yeah, it's hard. It's hard. All right. Anyway, back to GTA. What do we think about this? I actually quite like the idea if it is true. Like the fact they are trying to meta game spoilers. I kind of like it.
Yeah. My boss reviewed San Andreas back in the day.
He's old.
Sorry?
Said that he's old.
Say that. Don't let me say it. They moved him into a hotel to review that game, and he had a chaperone the entire time. He wasn't allowed to talk to anybody else reviewing the game, and so my point is they go through crazy extents to make sure that their games don't leak, even from reviewers. And so I've heard stories of like PlayStation 3s being encased in massive boxes with like a hardwired power cable in so that they could easily track it and stuff like this for Red Dead 2. So I kind of believe that they're really worried about leaks. But also I think we've moved on. Like they've probably crunched the numbers and gone, oh no, people aren't doing this thing with physical media like they used to. It's a sort of expense right now, and it's a organizational thing, and it's the thing we don't want to deal with. Let's just leave it until we can put out, like you say, some sort of special edition, charge more for it later down the road, or whatever they want to do. I think it makes sense.
It won't be with them, but like a limited run games would be perfect for like that sort of thing. Like, can you imagine like the quantity they would need and how much that would sell would be stupid. Like a collector's special edition, not even like a special edition, just like a collector's edition with the map and things like that, because we don't really get that anymore. Like, what was the last game you got a big gigantic map from anymore? Like
Witcher?
Like GTA just 5? That did Witcher have one?
I think Witcher 3 had like a map
I think
that in the case.
Oh, all I remember is the one that I think the GTA 5, like when it got the next gen version, got like a
GTA
a map
5 had one as well. GTA 4 way back in the day had one, obviously. Yeah, that's such a bygone. That's kind of old school. That kind of dates you. I feel like I remember when my games came with stuff on the inside, wallpapers and things like that.
Hey, you want to talk aging? I remember when my games came on the disc. That's how old I am.
Wow.
No day one updates.
Crazy. No.
You need an update. You might be stuck for like a year before you got an update.
With that dial up. Yeah. I genuinely don't think they're doing it to double dip. And I don't think they're doing there will be a normal version of this game, by the way. Like 100%. There's just going to be like the standard edition. Because there will still be people out there. There's still enough people out there for them to be just like, I just want to own it on disc. Like there may be a special edition as well, but like there will be a standard edition that people can go buy. There'll be a steelbook edition, maybe, whatever. I could genuinely see them solely doing this to avoid the spoilers, because like Matt has said, they are so like litigious with that kind of stuff. And this, I think we can all agree, this is going to be like the biggest release in the next probably the next 2 generations. Like if GTA 5, I'm gonna say it's the next GTA, whatever the next Rockstar game is.
I was gonna say Red Dead 3 could. I don't know.
I don't think so. It doesn't hit as hard.
I don't think Red Dead 2 was as big as GTA 5.
I feel like it was big and a longer tail.
I'm not saying I'm not here. I'm not saying it wasn't big. That's not what I'm saying at all. I don't think it was the size of GTA, and especially not the size of what GTA 6 is going to be. And I don't think another Red Dead will on GTA 6's level.
No, I mean the prime answer.
Unless Cowboys come way back into style by the time the next Red Dead comes, then there's a possibility if people are like, "Yo, we want Cowboys again."
Yeah, I mean the prime answer for which was the bigger game is GTA 5 still gets online updates and Red Dead doesn't.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, there'll be. This could solely just like it says in the article, it could solely be just for avoiding spoilers. And it's an extra expense that they do. I was going to. So my argument was going to be that there's an extra expense that they don't need, but this is Rockstar we're talking about, and Take-Two. Like GTA 5 probably printed enough to give everyone a copy on the planet at this point.
Are you saying free GTA 6 for everybody?
Yeah.
Oh, that's really nice of them.
That's what I'd say.
That's why I'm voting for Despawn for president.
President of the world, baby.
That sounds like something Trump would say, doesn't it? Yeah, like, not to get political, but that you can see him be like,
vote for me and I'll give you a copy of GTA.
Vote for me and I'll give you a copy of GTA. Like, you can definitely see it.
Yeah. I can't wait for Trump to comment on GTA because
100% tariffs except for GTA 6. Yeah.
Mad. Boys, it's time for Guess That Game. Despawn, it is your week.
Guess That Game. I suppose you want to know what it is, right? For those that don't know, Guess That Game is the game show within our show here, where one of us, this week me, will pick a game, and it is up to the other people to try and guess that game with yes or no questions. Just a couple of caveats. It is 90 seconds to do so. We are using the Wikipedia for the facts, so if the facts are wrong, blame the internet. And yeah, that's about it.
Or me. You could just blame me. You could just blame me because I'm an idiot.
Yeah. You can also blame Fix. Yeah.
Matt, I messed up last week. The week before, sorry. What did I say? I said Sam was futuristic. What did I say?
You said something futuristic was just modern day science.
Would you view Division as being futuristic?
I think I saw the clip or I listened to the podcast. I can't remember. And then you Googled it and it was like, it's based in 2014. I was like, I would have been with you, Fix. I would have. I mean,
thank you.
Whether or not I was thinking Division playing along, I can't remember. But like, I don't think that would have thrown me off. I would have assumed the Division was futuristic.
Thank you. Okay, I'm not crazy. I was wrong, but I'm not crazy.
There's so many holograms in the Division. Do you know what I mean?
Well, there's the device that like you reconnect the whole. You can just reconstruct the whole.
That's just Wi-Fi. That's just Wi-Fi.
It messed me up. It messed me up.
Sci-fi. I said sci-fi.
Oh, I said Wi-Fi. That's fine. I just said Wi-Fi. Wi-Fi and Bluetooth. That's just Bluetooth. Come on. I have a timer right there. I have
infrared.
What order?
We are going to go. Oh, what are the scores? That's a good question.
He didn't ask. You know, so I left it. Crash is on 2 points. Matt's on 0. Despawn on 2, and I am on 0.
Cool. All right. Order is going to be, as Matt is the guest, I'm going to let him go first.
Wow.
So nice.
Just because it's the way it goes on my screen, we're going to go Matt, Crash, and then Fix if his camera stays.
My camera's here. Don't worry about my camera. Okay.
All right. In 3, 2.
Did it launch on the original Xbox?
No.
360.
Yes.
Is it an RPG?
Yes.
Does it have both a single player and multiplayer mode?
Yes.
Third person?
Yes.
One of the big 5 publishers?
Not the 5 we list.
Okay.
Interesting.
I don't think we class this one, but go on. You can argue that at the end. I'll give you 5 seconds.
Is it a shooter?
No.
Is it a fantasy game?
Yes.
Female protagonist?
Yes.
That's a great
character.
Matt,
it's your question.
Do you create a character?
No.
Can you pick between multiple protagonists?
Yes. 20 seconds.
Oh, crap, it's me. Have I played it?
Probably, yeah. I think so.
The dragons in the game?
I don't think so. No. I don't remember a dragon.
EVP?
No.
Would it have a Metacritic score of over 80?
I can check, but I think maybe.
Check it at the end.
Time up, by the way, but I'll let you all ask one question. Matt, I'll let you ask a question, and Crash and Fix, you can all ask one each.
Crash, go over what we got, please.
It did get over 80 on Metacritic.
Third person, launched on the 360, multiplayer and single player modes.
RPG.
Fantasy,
and you pick a protagonist.
My last question.
Mm-hmm.
Can you have a job in the game?
Yes.
Do you only pick male or female?
Yes. Next. One last question.
I think I know what it is.
I think I do too.
Okay, we will start with
guest on the show. You can't.
Oh yeah, yeah. I mean,
it's fine. It's fine.
I'm gonna say,
I don't want to answer. I don't want to.
I'm gonna say the way that you said that, I thought you didn't want to answer. Ask a question. That's fine.
No, yeah.
All right. Well, Fix thinks he knows it, so we'll go with Fixer first.
Fable.
Okay.
Fable.
Fable 2.
Fable 2 specifically.
Yeah, Fable 2 is what I would have said is the main. Yeah.
Fix said Fable. I just want that to be known. You get extra point if you get the game correct. Fix only said Fable, so.
You also only said Fable?
Yeah.
I'm aware. I'm fully aware of that.
Well, someone's getting a point today. Matt's getting 2 apparently, because
that's some bullshit.
He got the exact
That's
game.
some absolute bullshit.
Not bullshit.
It's not bullshit.
It's
those are the rules. Trivial. If you get
if Despawn wants to give it to you, Despawn can give it to you. I'm just saying. You said Fable.
I gave you both 2 points last week because I got something wrong. It's some bullshit. I was gonna if I was asked to clarify what one, I would have said 2.
So here's the question. Here's the question for you specifically. I don't want anyone else to answer. Do you want 2 points, or do we take the second point away from Matt and keep him down at the bottom?
Second point away from Matt.
Okay, 1 point each.
Yeah,
cool.
Give me trivia.
1 point each. Cool. All right. So at the end of the Fable 2, you have a choice to make. You can either save your dog, save the townsfolk, or get a fuck ton of money. Which one did I choose?
Brilliant. I got an answer.
Despawn. This is your choice that you would
This is me. Which would I specifically choose?
I think I know that.
And I have an answer in my head.
So do I.
I think I know what Despawn
you saved the dog.
I put dog.
Yeah, I put save the dog.
Oh, you all know me so well. I would definitely save the dog. Yes, that is true.
Yeah.
I don't even
I was like, if Despawn picked anything else, Despawn was like in his evil era of like.
No. Now,
12-year-old Despawn was all about the money.
Yeah, no, now I'd take the money, but back then I'd save the dog, yeah.
Despawn's like, I'm kicking everybody out of their home. I'm upcharging, right? Or I'm I'm gonna be evil in the next Fable game.
Everyone an STD and a child, and then kicking them out. That's exactly how we're going to play New Fable this year as well.
I had forgotten that in Fable 3, you can just hold hands with anybody. And everybody's pretty willing to just hold hands and run around town with you.
That's why Fable 2 is better.
Fable 2 is better for many reasons, not just that, but
I don't know.
many.
When I was playing
reasons.
Fable 3, I was like, I don't remember why people hated this one so much. It's really good.
It was over. The problem is it was overhyped. Like that did so much damage.
It got mullineered.
Also, 2 years between Fable 2 and 3. 2 years.
Yeah.
And
it feels like they're
those
not,
2 years.
Yeah, they're not wildly different games, like other than story and stuff, So.
Should we get the fixer sack, boys, befall we get out of here?
Let's do it.
First question comes from Origin Cookie Man. It says, have you tried the updated UI on play.xbox.com? What did you think? No. Why would I have?
It tells me it's not available yet.
Why would I have? No. Did you do it before this question came in?
No,
or did you do it because
the question? I didn't do it because of the question. I would have never done it.
Yeah. I did see that this is meant to be the future of Xbox, though. Is all they're talking about, like the UI design.
Yeah, apparently it's taking more of the console experience rather than the PC build that it usually uses. But yeah, like I said, it's currently still locked to insiders, I believe. So yeah, but I'm not an insider on my account, so
I'm an insider. Like. I'm trying to find it now.
I mean, the link is in the Google Doc.
I know, but you're early. New experience isn't available for you just yet.
Maybe it's just in the US. Crash.
I'm not saying that for me as well. Maybe I was crazy. I've been crazy before.
Sorry, Orange Cookie Man. No one's checked it out. Next question comes from Steezy Sam, our Patreon producer. Thank you. Bix, how was your latest experience on Unlocked?
Yeah, Fix.
Yeah, it was
how
good.
was your experience with your boyfriend? Your new BFF?
Oh my god, I don't believe I'm getting teased on for this. No, it was good. It was a good time. Unlocked obviously is a very, very, very different show to what we do here.
I just want to point out real quick. The way Fix said that is like he's disappointed in the way we've been doing this show. And
No,
the other show's just so much better.
No, I don't. I love Unlocked as a podcast from a viewing experience. Being on it stresses me out because, as we all know, I'm very all over the place and I have to remain very professional and think about what I say because there's thousands upon thousands of people watching. I didn't realize we were live until halfway through doing the show. So that was cool. But no, yeah, I enjoy it. I always enjoy being on Unlocked. It's a different experience. I like not being the host and being kicked to. I think that's why I think that's potentially why I want to do the D&D podcast so bad as well.
Dude,
so it's just somebody else talking all the time and me just sort of being there. But yeah, no, I really, really enjoyed it. Always very thankful that Ryan has me on the show whenever he does. It's I grew up watching Unlocked and obviously kind of funny. And I grew up on IGN before Greg left and stuff. So like anytime I'm on that, I'm sort of just a bit blown away, to be honest, because I'm like, Jesus Christ,
also learned a very big thing that Ryan does not hate you for the time he came on and your opinions about certain things.
Yeah.
Very big takeaway.
I thought he would have cancelled you for that.
Yeah. No, I do agree. Chris, can you say the word twat for me?
What?
Yeah, you said. Why did they say it so weird?
No,
they do.
Twat.
Twat. No, twat.
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 What is this?
Not twat.
What is this? What?
Twat.
What?
Twat. No. O.
What?
Twat.
What?
That's it.
There's not a lot of as when you speak like English, I feel like, or American English. Let me phrase that more specifically. Because somebody's gonna be like, "What do you mean? They speak English too? All you guys are speaking English. What are you? Whatever."
Sorry.
When you speak American English, you don't do a lot of ahs. I feel like.
Okay, so
unless you're like trying to be like very like bougie. And
I get you.
All right,
yeah.
Crash, finish this sentence for me. Baseball.
Yeah.
All right. You either like dogs or
cats.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. If you eat too much pizza like me, you become. There's not that many at words in the English language, is there?
You know what? I think it's the W. I think it's the W where we go into the what situation.
Yeah. Because
hey, you know what? You completely like blown my mind with that teaspoon. I'm just like, whoa.
Teaspoon.
I like
fucking killed him, bro.
Yeah. Wow.
There's not many times that.
Yeah,
I think I know what the clip of the week is going to be.
I'll salute you 100%.
Look, I'm American. I don't really know the English language that well, so I don't know what you expect from us.
Yeah, sure.
True. Next one comes from Orange Cookie Man as well. He said, I saw this tweet about Korean gaming culture, which summarized a YouTube video about the gaming habits of young Koreans and the hurdles preventing easy access to gaming consoles. PC, CAF/mobile centric, online shared experiences, low barrier to entry versus alternatives. Do you foresee more devs trying to thread the console/mobile/social game needle? I'm just gonna leave it there, to be honest with you. I don't need the rest of it.
Yeah.
You've been seeing this for a very long time.
We've been seeing thank you. Yeah.
Yeah. PUBG, Call of Duty, you can go even further back to like Gears Pop and stuff like that, trying to go into the mobile market. You have more recent stuff like almost every single gacha game tries to hit every platform it can, from PC to console to mobile. You have even something like Warframe releasing mobile versions of the game. It's like you've been seeing this for a while. And I don't think it's just gaming is very popular even like if you go to I'd assume it's the same with the UK, but even in America, people who strictly only play on mobile, but they'll play, we've talked about it before, where they play what's the Candy Crush and stuff like that.
Candy Crush.
This is a way to get them more, and I think you will see it more popularized and more people trying to do it. You know, you have Ubisoft with Assassin's Creed. You had them doing the Division game. I forget if that's.
You got Siege. Siege comes out next month.
Yeah.
Siege Mobile next month. So
yeah.
So you'll see them continue to go down that route.
Yeah, and then on the flip side of that, you've obviously got the massive push from Xbox to like make xCloud or cloud gaming like a major component of their subscription tiers now, of like a major selling point to try and get that. You've got companies like Netflix who are making like mobile gaming part of their subscription and being a big part. When you log on the mobile app, the first thing I see every time is, well, no, the second thing I see is the games. The first thing I see is Raw and SmackDown every time. But
that's true, me too.
Yeah,
I think they spent a lot of money on that.
Yeah, I think they might have done, yeah. But then the next thing I see is obviously all the games in there, and like the game's a big hit. Like I think I talked about it a couple of times. Like the fact that you can play Red Dead Redemption on Netflix gaming is a big thing.
Cool.
The fact they got Lego Party and I don't, crazy.
You have a Netflix subscription?
I do, but I don't think about playing Lego Party on it. But I do really want to play Lego Party.
The next time we stream, we'll stream off of Netflix. Play Lego Party.
Whatever. I've heard this bullshit. We didn't even play Baldur's Gate, and you've not gone live once in January. So you've let us all down.
Well, I'm pretty sure we said that we were all going to be going live more, and you haven't gone live once either.
Whoa. I want to have you know.
Wait, who
I've
went live on Highguard?
Wait.
Okay.
Hold up.
If your answer goes anywhere out of the realm of streaming, I don't want to hear what you were slaving away at.
I've been slaving away, going on IGN to get us more fans. That's what I've been doing. I've been bringing people to us.
Wait. Let's pause for a second. I didn't know you were on IGN multiple times. When can we expect the next thing from IGN from you with you?
Hasn't come out yet.
Oh, it hasn't.
I did a thing with Frank. I did a thing with Frankie Ward and promoted the podcast. You know, I'm doing a thing with IGN. I'm actually in pre-production on it. Definitely not fake news. Definitely very true. Pre-production.
Right now, where I wait for the DM from
the DM. Yeah, that's what pre-production looks like. Sometimes,
yeah,
just you're just waiting for a DM.
Look, the last few weeks have been a little. So.
Yeah, I'm gonna say a lot of snow in the US right now. Which is no excuse because you've been indoors, so you should be playing more games.
It's not too big of an excuse, but
off the roof.
Just imagining me. Just the roof caving with a bunch of snow right now.
Sorry, that's not what I'm imagining. I swear. Last question comes from Ken Doyle 659, who says, "Do you hope that Microsoft will tighten their store down like PlayStation did and get rid of the very cheap trophy trash games?" I did see this. Did you guys see this article that came out?
Well,
yeah. So it looks like Xbox have been having a what do they call it? Shovelware? Gameware?
PlayStation got rid of a bunch of them. Xbox has not yet.
Yes. So but apparently the store is filled with about 40% last year of 2025 of these crappy games that they just prey on people to get 1000G and buy these games up. And funny enough, I was downstairs on the Xbox the other day scrolling through the store because I wanted to see what new games had come out. There's like this zombie game that came out, £95.
What? Oh wait, what's it
I'd
called?
never heard of it before. I don't know.
Because I remember there was one that came out a while back that was like a kind of. It looked like an Unreal Engine Dino Crisis knockoff.
Yeah, I think that's where No, it's not Dino Crisis. No, that's not that.
Yeah, but it was like that. But it was like a ridiculously expensive cost. I was like, what are you doing?
There's just a lot of crap that comes on Xbox nowadays that I was just looking at like, yeah. I expect this from Steam. I don't expect this from Xbox. But
even
doesn't surprise me.
Steam, I feel like every so often goes through and like cleans up house a little bit.
No.
I feel like they have. Yeah.
No, I feel like their algorithm's just better built. I think it just brings the cream to the top.
I feel like I've heard stories about like maybe I'm thinking about like their green whatever program.
Oh, the green light thing.
It's called exactly where they like narrow down what's allowed on green light program or whatever. Maybe that's what I'm thinking of. But I feel like I have heard like them doing stuff on their storefront in terms of like these smaller games that don't really have much to them. I could be completely delusional with that though. So
no, I don't think I've ever heard of them like removing games because they're shovelware. Because again, at the end of the day, they still get their 30%. But I feel like that they just don't advertise and push them in the algorithms. So like when you're going through your store recommendations and things like that, you'll just see things that are more akin to what you want to play. I don't think it helps if you
I don't think Xbox are either.
No, like I said,
them. I think they're just
good enough. Yeah.
I think part of the reason for that is also just I feel like more people will review and react to stuff on Steam, whereas with Xbox you don't get as many reviews and react to content in the storefront.
True. Agreed. But yeah, no, don't expect them to tighten up. Expect it to get 10 times worse with their move into this whole new platform agnostic thing. You know, like if it's easy to put a game on Epic Game Score, Steam, PlayStation, Xbox, if it's easy to do all of them at once, people are always going to do that. So I expect it to get worse, not better. But yeah. Go on, Matt.
What's the problem with it?
It's predatory. It's really what it is.
Well,
it's like
on Steam, you can refund a game that you've played less than 2 hours of.
Steam has very generous like refunding policies compared to like
Xbox.
Sure. If that's not a thing on Xbox, I agree that it should be, or there should be a way around it.
There is something on Xbox just to give you a bit of. I can't remember what it is, but there's a lot more hoops you have to jump through compared to Steam.
Yeah. Also, it's just like it's predatory in the sense that like there's nothing really to the game, but they offer it, and sometimes they offer it for like really exorbitant prices, like Fix mentioned, where it's like, oh, you can buy it on sale, and people look at games that are on sale and it's like down to $40 when it's normally like 100 or whatever, and it's like it's a big sale, but it's not really. There's just like a lot of really like murky waters with those games.
So the apparently it's not technically fine, so it's not technically like a rule in place, but they generally, if you request a refund, if you are within 14 days of purchase and have less than 2 hours played. But again, their official response is that any digital sales are technically final. So yeah, okay, unless you've got like mitigating reasons, you can request a refund.
They refunded like Cyberpunk when it was broken and stuff, didn't they?
Yeah, so things like that when it's like that's a wholesale.
Yeah,
like, we're just giving everyone their money back.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, that is it for this week's episode. One last thing I'll add on: did you guys see that everyone got fired from Windows Central, other than Jez Corden?
What?
Yeah, I did see that.
I didn't know.
I saw there are firings happening left, right, and center right now in the games industry, which I suppose shouldn't be shocking. If we're seeing game studios going down, I'm sure that you're going to see the same with game enthusiasts and press and things of that nature. It's not crazy, but yeah.
You also partly have to look at AI for that, and I don't want to say AI is like the only culprit for that, but like a lot of times somebody will Google something and AI will rip it from the site, and people won't read past like whatever Google's AI thing says, or whatever the case is. I saw a crazy statistic that even like Google's user base is down like a significant amount.
Yeah,
AI's back as well. So
top tip for anyone who doesn't want to use AI results: just put -AI at the end of your search in Chrome.
Oh,
I did see that. Yeah, I did see that.
Interesting. Cool.
That is interesting. I did see a thing the other day as like, how to peel an orange, and then somebody just pouring out a whole shit ton of water and being like, no, Google, you don't need to do that.
Yes, I saw that as well. Yeah. And it completely messes up the first time, and then it's like, let me go again or whatever. Yeah, I think I saw the same exact one.
Yeah. My favorite clip is always the one of someone how many R's are in strawberry. It's like there's 2. It's like
can't get it. Yeah, it's weird, isn't it?
Let's plug, and get ourselves out of here. Matt, what you got to plug this week?
Subscribe to the YouTube channel because we're going to go live and play Highguard.
Yeah, I'm not.
Oh. Okay.
That's not going to happen then, because if I don't run the stream or you don't run the stream, they're not doing it.
Well, should I say the other thing that I did say on stream the other night? Or are we not saying that?
I don't know what you said. What?
Is it about the thing you posted in the Discord earlier in the week?
Yeah.
No.
Oh, no, you talk about it, please.
I've got them.
You can say that it's done.
Why is it though?
I mean,
you guys haven't watched it yet.
We've got some final checks to do, but yeah.
I have theoretically finished all of the editing on the Resident Evil D&D show. All 4 episodes are done and locked. I think it's over 5 hours or something.
Mad.
Really good, and I was having fun even editing it. as I remembered some of the things that happened. So I can't wait for you all to see it. It will be soon. I think we said we try and get them all out before Resident Evil 9 drops, which I think is a nice way to do it. So we need to figure out that cadence. But yeah, soon.
Are we gonna do a post discussion, just talking about it afterwards?
Do you want it? What, each episode? We could do.
Not. It doesn't even have to be each episode. It could be at the end.
Stuff to the final.
Yeah. Sure. Yeah. And then we do also have Session 0 recorded. I don't really want to edit that.
Set up on the Patreon.
I won't bother now.
Well, I was thinking like you could throw it up like unlisted and just leave a description, like a link for it in the description. You know, anybody who's hardcore enough to get to episode 4 and then go to the description, like just watch an unedited Session 0 if you really want or whatever.
If you really want to see Session 0, patreon.com/MCFixer.
Oh, go on then. Why not?
Sure.
There you go.
My Xbox and me tier. Why not? Fan club.
Yeah.
Do it.
Spoiler. Don't bother. Session 0. It's boring.
Wow. Matt, trying to get the money.
All right.
It's clear, someone's way too rich. Someone's way too rich. The guy below me. Anyway, Crash, what are you going to plug this week?
I'm gonna plug something that I thought I would come here and we were gonna have another, because like last time I was on the podcast, it went so well. I was like, this is gonna be another banger, and unfortunately, it's not. I was gonna say podcast review podcast, but there's not another podcast review this week. It's the same one from last time, which was 5 stars. It was an amazing review. But if you guys can, out of the goodness of your own hearts, we're in a new year, 2026. It's been very cold. There's been a lot of snow. It's been really rough. You guys could warm up my heart a little bit by dropping a podcast review on podcast services, so that I can escape snow should it ever fall and land on me.
I was gonna say,
I'm in danger of my life.
Every 5-star review is a little bit less likely that Crash will be crushed by an avalanche.
Yeah. People are going to go back and start deleting the reviews now.
I just want to say, we've not had a review in the UK since October 1st, 2025. Nah, I don't want to say that's bad, but my fellow Brits, do something about it.
I follow.
Thank you. Your fearless leader, MC Fixer, kicking them down the stairs and get that review. Goodbye.